How you doing, woodworker? Today, we're going to organize this messy shop. If you're like me, you get involved in these projects, and when you're done, you're just piling things back on the shelf, and it gets out of hand quick. So I've got to get everything straightened up because I want to give you a shop tour coming next, and I didn't want to show you around a messy house. So we're cleaning this thing up, and we're going to organize everything, and then the next video will be the shop tour 2021. So be sure and stay tuned for that. These are Husky shelves that I've got in the shop. I've got a review video on those. I'll drop the link in the description below. And they're excellent for organizing your tools, your paints, your supplies, things like that. But they're also excellent for lumber storage. I really love these for lumber storage. They're extra long, and they support your lumber all the way across for longer pieces. And then also there's plenty of room for the shorter pieces as well. That's what I use the bottom two shelves for, is my lumber storage. I use my exotics and hardwood, stuff like that, on that second shelf. And on the bottom shelf, I've got some offcuts from pine, things like that. You can actually get a bonus fist bump if you can identify that wood species right there. Next, I'm gonna just take my rigid shop vac, vacuum up all the dust that I can find, and get everything nice and clean under there as much as possible. And then I did find some extra pieces underneath the shelf when I was cleaning up that I didn't really remember was under there. So I got all that stuff out of there and cleaned up. Then we're just stacking everything back under there to make it more manageable, and I can find the actual scrap lumber that I actually have on hand. Some of you remember some of these small pieces right here are from the Amazon scrap wood box that I bought. Next, we're gonna move to what I call the paint and stain shelf. That's where I keep all my paints and stains halfway organized, and just mainly I didn't want to mess with that organization because I have it like I want it, but there was some extra stuff on there that needed to be moved around. I need to get my ladder back where it wasn't in the way. Just kind of straighten everything up, throw some trash away that was just kind of laying around. And you can see that bottom shelf really needs some TLC because it was awful. Now, I had a bunch of extra pieces of foam when I insulated the garage door that I need to get rid of, throw in the trash. Then I also had some scrap wood under here as well that needed to be taken out, and a bunch of it's going to go into the old marshmallow burn pile. And mostly the very small pieces that I had under there, I want to keep some of it, but most of it was just junk that I thought I would use, and it's been under there for a year or two. So I need to get rid of it and really size down this scrap wood area here. Got some boot storage, things like that, just kind of help everything get nice and tidy. Next, I'm gonna move to the miter station. I've got this slide out shelf here that I keep some small hand tools on, and it had gotten way overpiled with junk, and I just wanted to clean that up a little bit, and then move to the top of the miter station, get everything taken care of there. And then also down in the bottom where I keep my slide out trays and things like that, I had created quite a mess. As you can see, I'm kind of realizing I'm a pack rat when I'm looking at this video back. You can see the massive pile of junk that's in the floor now, scrap wood, foam, a little bit of everything. There was even some hair curlers under the thing for some reason. I'm not sure why I need hair curlers, but they were under there. And we got that cleaned out, and just vacuuming up all the dust that was hidden in those crevices. Time to open this garage door and start carrying this trash out of the garage. And so I got a wheelbarrow that I can put my scraps in and wheel it around to the burn pile. And then, of course, the foam, things like that would just go in the trash pickup. Here we go. Let's go to the burn pile. It's right around back. Get that fire going. Who's got some marshmallows? I had a pretty good fire here because I had a lot of scrap wood that has been in the shop for quite a while that I just needed to get rid of. And once I got that fire going, I could get rid of this foam, the old Christmas present box we used for a prop in the video. All that went in the trash, and I started vacuuming up all the dust and stuff that was left over from all this stuff. Having a mobile workbench, stuff like this is excellent. I've got a video on that as well on how to put some casters on your workbench. I'll link it in the description below if you're interested. Then I just vacuumed up all the dust around that miter station. See me getting in there, crawling under there, just in and out of that, you know. So just trying to get back behind there and get all that extra dust up. And then the old leaf blower comes out. Put that RZ mask on. Make sure that I don't breathe in any of this dust. And I did this for probably a good 10 minutes. Just kept blowing dust until I got it all cleaned out. I wanted to get it as clean as possible. And this leaf blower, as you can see, can really push out the fine dust. And the problem is it'll resettle, so you'll need to just keep blowing it out until you get the majority of it gone. And we're gonna go through a slow walkthrough of the clean shop. Check out my little gym area set up back there in the corner. That green door is still there. Thank you, folks. You really help support that. And Miss 731 hasn't painted that yet. You can see my organized shelf there. And then the lumber storage is all organized now. And I actually see the pieces that I can get to and use. Before, I had no idea what I had. Now I have plenty of room in there. Everything's nice and organized. And I know what I've got now. You can see that old Wahuda joiner. Got my boots under there. A few other pieces of scraps. Of course, my paints, my stains, my spray paints, and then just a broad overview. This is a 2-car garage. You can see I'm trying to maximize as much space that I have, and then it's just a nice setup. I really love my setup that I've got. It works well for me. So if you'd like to see a shop tour, make sure you comment that below. I'll be working on that for this next week. We'll try to get you in here and show you around, show you what tools I have, how I maximize space. I'll talk about my flooring, the lighting, the whole 9 yards, and maybe you can give me some ideas of stuff that I need in my shop that I don't have yet. You get up, Bertram.